5 Scotch whiskeys you need for 2021. Really? Only 5? Come on, man. You know how hard it is, right? Only 5? Well, they better be in categories. Oh, they are. Okay, great. Roll the intro. Hey Scotch lovers, welcome to Scotch for Dummies. 4 guys on a Scotch journey to help you with your next Scotch purchase. I'm Drew. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We have a weekly live show every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern and review Scotch whiskey and other whiskeys weekly. Please do us a favor and hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and click the notification bell to be notified when we put out new content. Now that that's over, let's get to why you clicked on the thumbnail. 5 Scotch whiskeys you need for 2021. Now we were recently nominated by Whiskey Central, who was nominated by ADHD Whiskey, who I believe got the idea from a guy on Reddit who stated you only needed 5 whiskeys at any given time. Of course, pretty much all whiskey tubers put out something on this topic, and since then it has evolved to where we are now. That being said, let's get started. The Daily Drinker. There's a ton of scotches out there to try, but as a daily dram, I look for something that's on the cheaper side, lower ABV, alcohol by volume, if you will, and something that fits my profile. Now this could change based on the day, but I can honestly say that the Naked Grouse has got to be one of my favorite grab and go bottles. It's around $30, it's readily available pretty much everywhere, and I don't feel guilty going through a bottle. I think the key here is the price to sherry ratio. It's a good quality dram without breaking the bank for sure. The next category is impress my guests. Now I could think of a ton of options here, but for me, it's not about the price of the bottle that comes to mind first. It's about the wow factor. I love it when a bourbon person comes over and I show them all the flavor profiles of King Alexander III. Even though I said the price doesn't matter, this is $250 plus a bottle. However, this bottle was matured in wine, Madeira, sherry, Marsala, Kentucky bourbon, and port casks, and I swear it's like a gobstopper when you drink it, exploding all the flavors in your mouth. I know it's a lower ABV of 40%, but don't be afraid to add a few drops of water to unleash all the flavors. As one of our first ever perfect ratings of 4 from all 4 of us, you cannot go wrong with this bottle. Next category, moving on to mixer. Now I'm not one to mix my scotch with anything. However, I can tell you that using monkey shoulder instead of bourbon for an old fashioned is simply amazing. A monkey shoulder is another $30 scotch that not only tastes amazing for the price, but also received a perfect 4 rating from me. Now it's hard to beat the maltiness from this bottle and the availability as well. As a blend of 3 single malt scotches from Glenfiddich, Balvenie, and Kinnevie, this bottle does not disappoint on its own. However, mixing it in to make it old fashioned on a hot summer day is amazing. Next category, my Friday night pour. After a long week at work and looking for something to quench my scotch thirst after dinner, I love what the Bunnahabhain 12 can do for me. Creamy vanilla, wood, a touch of smoke, and hints of fruit make this 46.3 ABV bottling a delight. Perfect for that not so sweet dessert scotch to relax inside or outside on my patio. It's a 12-year-old, so you're going to pay a little more than an NES, around $45 to $55 US. But it's a great dram, especially after a long week. And lastly, my special occasion bottle. This one is hard as I have a few favorites. Deanston 20 is probably one of my all-time favorites. But I'm going to throw out a curveball to my whiskey friends that know me, and I'm going to choose Glengoyne Teapot Dram Batch 7. And we were introduced to the Teapot series a few years ago, and they were just amazing sherry bombs. This bottle was a gift from our good friend KB, which also makes this bottle special. You see, not only is this whiskey amazing, but the story behind the whiskey and the fact that you can only get this bottle by visiting the distillery makes this bottle unique and something that I reach out for as a celebration dram. That being said, I know it's not something you can just run out and buy, but if you can ever get a sample or an option to buy a bottle, you definitely should. So there you have it. My 5 Scotch whiskeys you need to try for 2021. Most of them are readily available for you to go out and buy now. Some are easy in the wallet, some you might have to save, but all the Scotches you should try in 2021. Now it's time for me to nominate someone. I'd like to nominate a good friend and a new whiskey tuber, Scotch in the Bayou. You're up next. As always, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Stay thirsty, my friends. Cheers.